Hello and welcome to Vedic Vidada. So now, in the last session, we discussed a lot about Cancer Ascendant. Now we are back with Leo Ascendant. Leo Ascendant is just as peculiar as Cancer Ascendant because apart from all other zodiac signs, each planet has two zodiacs in which it is the Lord. Okay, but only Cancer and Leo are two zodiacs governed by a planet which is the one and only Lord of that Rashi or zodiac. So, why it is so special? Leo is governed by Sun. Sun is the ruler of daytime. Cancer is governed by Moon. Moon is the ruler of night. So, as we know, when we talked about Cancer, the most crucial part of your chart was Moon, your night time. So, according to me, if you are a Cancer Ascendant, your night duration, the duration of your night is when you heal the most, maybe mentally or physically. Similarly, if you are a Leo Ascendant, you heal more in daytime. Okay. Second thing, if you are a Cancer Ascendant, you heal more by resting. Okay, when your muscles relax, when your body is in rest mode, your body starts to heal itself. Okay, but when you are a Leo Ascendant, you heal in the daytime, you heal when you are working. You heal with exercise and not sleep. For Cancer Ascendant, you heal with sleep. Okay, so these are two different variations. Because Sun is vitality, energy. Okay, so for a Leo Ascendant, the more you exercise, the more you do work, the more you give strain and stress to your muscles, energy circulation gets better and better. And when we talk about Moon, Moon is all about relaxing. Okay, the more you relax your muscles, the more your nervous system gets more and more of control. Okay, so Cancer Ascendants heal because as they sleep longer, the sleep cycle heals Cancer Ascendant, whereas Leo Ascendant, exercise heals them, work heals them. Okay, second thing you have to see for Leo Ascendants is where your Sun is placed. Sun is going to give you a big impact. Leo Ascendants which are born in the morning are very strengthful. They have good vitality. They are always energetic and doing some or the another work. Leo Ascendants who are born in night are comparatively less workaholic, but still they would have a lot of energy into them. Okay. Second thing, Leo Ascendants have a warm tendency. Okay, the Agni Tasir is very good, so their body is naturally warm. So problem is caused when it becomes cooler and cooler and cooler. Okay, so the Kapha pravritti disturbs a Leo Ascendant, whereas when we talk about Cancer Ascendant, they are very quite comfortable with cool tendency of the body. Okay, so what creates a problem to the Cancer Ascendant is Agni Tattva. Okay, Pith. So Cancer Ascendants may suffer from Pith issues because the body is not suitable with warmth, acidic pH. Okay, whereas when you talk about Leo Ascendant, they suffer more when the body goes into alkaline state. Okay, so when the body goes into the Kapha pravritti. Getting my point? So the cooler the body of Leo Ascendant is, the more he is likely to suffer, and the warmer the body of Cancer Ascendant is, the more he is likely to suffer. See, I am mixing Ayurveda into astrology right now. So Cancer Ascendants need not make too much of acid and Agni Tattva inside their body. And Leo Ascendant should not make too much of Vayu and Jal Tattva inside their body. Okay. So this is talking about the Ascendant, the first house. Moving to the second house. The second house itself is Virgo. Virgo, the ruler of Virgo is Mercury. So speech is going to be a very big factor in a Leo Ascendant. Okay. Speech. The way they are speech, they are known from their speech, they are known from their voice, they are known from how they attend any vocal communication. Like Leo Ascendants may, if the Mercury is very good, they might be known for their loud voice, they might be known for their fluency, vocabulary, or you can say they might be known for their speech. If the Mercury is debilitated, Mercury is not finding place, they might be known for their soft spokenness, they might be known for some problem with speech, miscommunication. Okay, so majorly, either if the Mercury is good, they are known for good speech, good communication skills, something related to their speech. If the Mercury is bad, they are known for their bad speech. Okay, so this was about the second house. Plus good Mercury might give them good success in business. Bad Mercury would surely give them a good enthusiasm and confidence in applying for jobs. Okay, so if the Mercury is not good, you should apply for jobs, and if your Jupiter is good, you should apply for government jobs. Okay. Next, I won't say they are spendthrift, but they would like to spend into things which are giving a lot of good investment. Like they would like to invest their money more rather than spending it onto assets. Okay, so if you see, Leo Ascendants would be more interested in to investments rather than spending or savings. Okay, whereas Virgo Ascendants are more interested in spending, buying assets. Okay, similarly Libra Ascendants, they are more interested in buying lands, because the second house would be Scorpio. Okay, for Virgo, the second house would be Libra, so they would like to spend into assets more. Over here, talking about Leo Ascendants, they are Virgo, so they like to invest their money. Okay, similar is with the time. They like to invest their time where they are likely to get equal outcomes. They don't like to invest time anywhere until and unless Mercury is debilitated. Now talking about the third house. Third house is of communication and siblings, and over here it is ruled by Venus, that is Libra. So very good bonding between brothers and sisters, especially sisters. Okay, especially sisters or feminine brothers. They would have good understanding, emotional understanding, and if the mother is there, mother is alive, then mother would be a very good factor in building their character. Okay, they would like to spend more on their mother's health, their mother's well-being. Okay, talking about communication, saying their heart out. Okay, so they are like, Leo Ascendants are like very close to their brothers and sisters. They can they would like say anything to their brothers and sisters. open-heartedness, frankness. Okay. Next, let's go to 4th house. Talking about the 4th house. 4th house over here is Scorpio, which is not good. Martian sign. Equally added to rage and anger because of the Lord Mars in the 4th house creates disturbances. Until and unless Mars is placed in 10th house, you would have some or the other anger issues inside your house. Either it is from you, someone who is eating at your dining table. Okay, mostly at the eating area, you would have some issues, fights. Okay, fights between paternal cousins. Okay, possibility of fights or a bit of unbun, what we can say. But this can be easily solved by the placement of Mars. Okay, if Mars is debilitated, it would be more. If you are Manglik, that is Mars is placed in 12th, 1st, 4th, 7th and 8th house, then it would be there. It won't be there if and only if Mars is placed in 10th house. Okay, 10th house or 3rd house. Getting my point? But if you want to solve this, I would say you should worship to Ganesha. Ganesha would bring softness. And let's talk more about this 4th house. You should sit down and eat food rather than sitting on chairs, or you should just sit in crossed legs. Okay, moving to the 5th house. 5th house over here would be number 9, that is Sagittarius. Very good children. I won't say obedient children, I would say they would be a guiding light in your life. Always, if you are a Leo ascendant, whenever your children be, or at least one of your children is a guiding light to your life, either in the early stage or in the midlife or at the last phases of your life, but you would have very good children, at least one. Okay, and if you don't have children, if you adopt children, even then you will have a good time before you die with your children, for sure. If your Jupiter is debilitated, then even though you would have good children, you would face difficulty to understand their goodness. If your Jupiter is exalted, you would enjoy their goodness. But in any of the cases, children would be good. In one of the cases, we will enjoy it. In another cases, we will neglect it. But still, you would get good things from your children. Need not be necessary that these good things would be what you ever wanted. It might be something else. Okay, like if you want your child to get successful, they might not be successful, but they might take care of you like no one else. If you want your child to take care of you, but they might be successful, like any of the things, any of the aspect, one aspect of your children would be very good for you. Okay, heading to the 6th house. 6th house over here is Capricorn. So there might be some issues and troubles relating to your sex life. You might not act properly with labor class people, lower people. So here it is, there is one advice, that always never make enemies with a lower class people. Okay, labor class, rickshawalas, security guards, or any poor people, or let's not talk about poor people with no authority who are just working. Okay, small people. always behave nicely with those small people, and you will see that your life is always away from enemies. But if you behave rashly with any of the small people, labor class people, okay, then there would be very bad times in your life related to you, illness, or let's say some enmity, something like that. So if you are a Leo ascendant, always remember, you have to give respect to small people. If you hurt small people, if you speak rashly with small people, things would get worse for you. Always remember that, especially for Leo ascendant. Now let's move to 7th house. 7th house is again number 11, that is Aquarius. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, Aquarius. Over here also again, Saturn is the ruler, and I would say you would have very good sex life, plus you would have very good partnerships. If Saturn is debilitated, you might face troubles in your sex life, you might face troubles in your career. Secondly, if Mars is placed bad, or it is placed in the 7th house, then you might do some injustice which you might suffer later on. If Mars is good, you won't do injustice, okay, but still some kind of suffering might be there, okay. So you have to accept a bit of suffering in your life wholeheartedly, because with a bit of suffering you are getting a bit of good things. Because see, Saturn in the 7th house is also giving you good things and bad things, but since it is the Aquarius Saturn, not the Capricorn Saturn, it will show you lack of something, okay. And when you can't accept the lack of something or going away of something, there would be trouble. So learn the art of letting go, okay. Have a big hand, don't be penny minded, have a big heart, tend to give people, okay. So this might solve many of your difficulties. Just be big hearted, just have a big hand, okay. Things would eventually come to you, but don't grab to things. Leo ascendants, okay. And talking about partnerships, I would say things might go up and down, but at the end of the day, you are getting good things until and unless Saturn is debilitated, okay. Now let's talk about 8th house. Talking about 8th house is number 12, that is Pisces. So over here you have to take care of your stomach, your diet, okay. So always remember, your food cycle must be on time. Eat lunch every day on one time, eat dinner every day on one time. Make sure you don't eat too much of sugar, because you might have diabetes at the later stage of your life. If Jupiter is placed very good, if Jupiter is placed in its exaltation, if Jupiter is placed somewhere like in 6th house or 2nd house, okay, then you might be free of troubles, but still you must take care of your stomach, your Manipura energy. And second thing is, never give wrong decision to someone else. By decision I mean a kind of guidance, okay. If someone comes to you, ask for guidance, never give false guidance, okay. Never manipulate people. The more you manipulate people, the more you will suffer, okay. So if someone is asking you a way, if you don't know how to show him the path, don't show him a wrong path, you will suffer. Don't misguide people, you will suffer. Keep your core values intact, otherwise you will suffer. Don't cheat, otherwise you will suffer. Okay, don't cheat with your spouse, you will suffer. Okay, have your core values intact, otherwise you will suffer. Guaranteed. I can give in return. If you are a Leo ascendant, if you don't have your core values intact, you will suffer. You have to keep your core values intact. You have to be ethically and morally righteous. If you can't be, you will eventually suffer. If not now, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But 110%. There is no escape. Getting my point? Only two ascendants can escape from their wrongdoings. Okay. First is Scorpio ascendants. And second is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11 Aquarius ascendants. So only Scorpio ascendants and Aquarius ascendants can escape from suffering. Why? Because the 8th house is ruled by Mercury. For Scorpio ascendants, 8th house is Gemini. For Aquarius ascendant, 8th house is Virgo. Whenever there is Mercury in the 8th house, the Lord of Justice, who is Saturn, he would get signals from Mercury, and whenever you do something wrong, you would eventually balance or even out things. Okay, if your Mercury is good. So only two ascendants can escape from the wrongdoings, that is Scorpio and Aquarius ascendants. Otherwise, the one who is always going to suffer is Leo ascendant and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 Taurus ascendant. Leo and Taurus ascendants will always suffer for their wrongdoings in this life itself. Because for Leo ascendants, 8th house lord is Jupiter, that is Pisces. For Taurus ascendant is also Jupiter, that is Sagittarius. So whenever Jupiter, the planet of core values, is the lord of 8th house, that is the transformation, you will suffer in your life every time you break your core values, morality, ethics. Okay. So if Jupiter is connected to 8th house, you are going to suffer whenever you break your moral code, ethics and all. Okay. If Mercury is associated over there, you might find a way out. Okay, might. Yeah, that's again on your intellect, because Mercury is on your intellect. Now let's talk about 9th house. 9th house over here would be number 1, that is Aries. So Aries in the 9th house, which is Mars, again is favorable for having good childrens with good health, good physique. Okay, because understand, 5th house Mars, if Mars is connected to 5th house, there might be problems with your children. But if Mars is connected to the Argala of 5th house, that is in the 9th house, your children are safe from Mars. Okay, so your children are safe from enemies, your children are safe from illnesses. They might have good physique, until and unless your spouse is having afflicting Mars over there. Okay. So another thing, you should worship Lord Narasimha. You can also worship Kali, but worshipping Kali is only allowed when you have certain position of your moon. Okay, or your 12th house is very powerful. Otherwise, Narasimha is okay. If not Narasimha, you can also always worship Lord Mangal. Okay. And another thing you can do is you should offer red color clothes, red color fruits to poor people. It will always give you good result. Eat honey in the morning first thing. Again, going to give you good result. If and only if your Mars is not debilitated or you are not mangling. Okay. Respect your brothers and sisters, especially your elder brothers and sisters. You respect them, you will get good things in life. Now going to the 10th house again becomes Taurus. Ruler is Venus. So wherever you are working, people are going to notice you. Whenever Venus is connected with the 10th house, people will always notice you at your workplace. Like 50 people are working in the company, but people always going to notice you. Okay. Venus is good, people will notice you for good things. Venus is bad, people will notice you for bad things. But you are always going to get noticed. You are going to get limelight. Okay. Venus is good, you will have good limelight. Venus is bad, you will have bad limelight. Venus is bad, you will be the Ravan. Venus is good, you will be the Ram. Okay. Venus is bad. If Venus is bad, you can give sweets to the poor. If Venus is good, you can give no, let's not give sweets to the poor, okay? Cut it out. Because we have to see the degrees of Venus in order to see whether you can donate your Venus or not. But let's cut it out. Let's not go over there. Okay. One thing you can do is wear white clothes in your workplace. Okay. Now going to the 11th house of gains, labh. It is again Mercury. So Mercury is very good for you. It is going to give you labh. If Mercury is debilitated, still some or the other way you might get some good result on Wednesdays. Okay. Except if your Mercury is debilitated, then you might have some sodium issues in your body. The electrolyte balance might go away. So you have to take care of it. Okay. Mercury is good, you can do business. Mercury is bad, always do job. Mercury is bad, worship to Vishnu. Mercury is good, worship to Durga. Twelfth house, the last one, 12th house is again number 4, that is Cancer. So when Cancer is in the 12th house, the Lord Moon in the 12th house will give you one very good quality, that is your sleep. Okay, very good quality. So Leo ascendants have very good sleep. They can sleep anywhere, anytime, while sleeping, while sitting, anywhere. They be like, or they be like, or even they are sleeping, they would get sleep within 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so whenever Moon is connected to 12th house or Cancer is in 12th house, understand, you have the blessing of good sleep. Okay, you will have very good sleep. So don't worry. Whenever you are unhappy, go to sleep. Okay, this is a blessing. Whenever you are unhappy, go to sleep. Until and unless Moon is in 8th house. Moon is in 8th house causes Chandrashtami. People with Chandrashtami have nightmares or not a very good sound sleep. Okay, so until and unless it is in 8th house, you will have very good sleep. Sleep peacefully, calm. Anytime you want to sleep. Okay. So this was Leo Ascendant, and we are ending over here with Leo Ascendants. Tomorrow I will be back explaining about Virgo Ascendants. Okay. Thank you very much for joining Vedic with us.